Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video this Sunday morning, 3rd day of August 2025. Like Sokoto State in the northwest, Zamfara State has been witnessing a series of terrorist attacks by Hondondos, locally referred to as bandits, leading to the death of hundreds of people and displacement of millions of others. In this video, we are going to discuss how a security expert revealed that Nigerian government thwarted Bello Turji's capture. Bello Turji is a bandit kingpin, and Bello Turji has been terrorizing, especially from Zamfara State down to the Middle Belt, even closer to north, east and northwest. In fact, all around the whole northern Nigeria, there is no place that his proxies are not terrorizing. So this Bello Turji was wanted, and the information coming from a security expert is letting us to understand that Bello Turji's capture was thwarted by the Nigerian government. So Nigerian government don't want him to be captured. That also speaks louder than the voice of T.Y. Danjuma when he spoke that the security operatives are collaborating with the armed bandits to commit ethnic cleansing. That if you are hoping that any security operatives will come and save you, that you are going to die one after the other. This was the voice of Theophilus Yakubu Danjuma, former chief of army staff. Now, let us dig into this. Bello Turji said Dauda Lawa don't want to, talk with him. That Dauda Lawa of Zamfara State don't want to negotiate with him. By the way, the former governor of Zamfara State and also Minister of Defense State, Matawale, have been accused of aiding these bandits in Zamfara State. Maybe they were expecting that Dauda Lawa, the new governor, will continue to do such thing, but the man says, no, I can't do such thing. And he formed a first line of defense, whether it's a 1JT or something like that. However, the terrorists have been also been dealing with his first line of defense, killing them. So this is what I want us to discuss. I want people to actually understand that there are proofs of countable, evidence to show that the Nigerian government, it might not be government in general, but most people in the government, executive council, in the Senate, most of them are aiding these terrorists, and that is why you will never see the end of these terrorists. Governor of Benue State, and they said that, they discovered that people in Senate are sponsoring the people that are killing his people in Benue State. Commissioner of Police in Zamfara State said, and I quote, that banditry has become an industry, that even district heads, local government chairmen, lawmakers are involved in banditry, that they made some arrests. This is from a commissioner of police in Zamfara State. Come on. So I am trying to let people know that what you are thinking about the terrorists in Nigeria is beyond what you know. And listen to Kunde Olawumi, former head of Nigeria Defense Intelligence Agency, exposing what I call the most kept secret in Nigeria about terrorism, saying that even the DIA, the DSS, the NIA, all are aware of the terrorist attack and their sponsors, but they can't do anything. Meaning the government is against her own people. And this will never go down well in history. And we are doing what we are doing because we want people to honestly know the truth. People don't know the truth. People don't know who are killing them. People don't know that the people you are giving information as an informant, they are the ones killing you. That is why the fight against terrorism in Nigeria is complicated. It's complicated. Now, this article is from Premium Times, and they are reporting that how Nigeria government thwarted Bello Turji's capture. Experts. So let's go through the article. I'm going to explain, paragraph by paragraph of this information released in this article. It continues to say that Sani Shinkafi, a security expert, has said that the Nigerian government thwarted the capture of a bandit leader, Bello Turji, by the Civilian Joint Security Task Force, CJTF, in Zamfara State, Nigeria's northwest. Mr. Shinkafi, a former chairperson of Committee on Security and Prosecution of Armed Bandit in Zamfara, spoke when he appeared as guest on Channels Television, the morning brief on Thursday. Like Sokoto State, he said, in the northwest, Zamfara State has been plagued by a series of terrorist attacks by Hondonans, locally referred to as bandits. Hundreds of people have been killed and millions displaced in the attacks. The bandits are often led by Mr. Turji, who has been terrorizing in the northwestern state of Zamfara and Sokoto, imposing levies on helpless residents and killing many of them. For example, in Zamfara State, residents that was last 2 weeks paid 50 million naira tax to this set of bandits led by Bello Turji. So if the federal government is protecting Bello Turji and the federal government is holding Nnamdi Kanu for asking to leave Nigeria because of all these things, it makes you understand that the detention of Nnamdi Kanu is not just by what you are seeing on the courtroom. It's beyond the courtroom. There are a set of people who don't want him to be released because of what he stands for. How can someone continue to pledge loyalty to a country where the government sponsors security to kill her people? I want this puzzle to be answered. How can someone be loyal to a country? How can someone not expect a civil disobedience to a country where the government are directly responsible for sponsoring the terrorists? It doesn't make sense anywhere. It doesn't make sense. In heaven and on earth, in hell, in death, it doesn't make sense. For what purpose? For election purposes? For religious purposes? There is no justification to what the government officials in Nigeria are doing. No justification whatsoever. Now it continues that in response, the Zamfara state government recruited hundreds of persons into the that is Community Joint Task Force, to complement efforts of the conventional security operatives to fight the banditry in the state. That is what I said about this, Dauda, what he did in Zamfara state. The man is trying his best exposing the sponsors of these terrorists. And what the sitting governor came to Chinese television to say, time with that number and publishing the video. Dauda said, and I quote him, I know these bandits, I know these terrorists, I know where they are. But the military, the police are not under my jurisdiction. They are not under my care. Federal government controls them. If it is under my care, I would end them.
Like I said, we know where these guys are. We know where they live. We know their parents.
You know them as a government?
Of course we do. They live with the same community we live.
So why is it difficult to get them?
That is the $1 million question that I should ask you.
We are trying to understand, for those of us who are now conversant with Zamfara, have never been there, and we hear you as a chief security officer speak tonight to say you know these people, but yet you can't get them. It's a head scratcher.
It is something that we are trying to all put our heads together. That is why, from what I can do as a governor, to have this CPG as a first line of defense. Of course, military are there, police are there, as well as civil defense, but they are not under my control. They are under the control of federal government.
And if he formed a joint security task force, these people cannot operate independently. They still need the soldier and the police before they could go. Nigeria has been structured for destruction. That a governor don't have the ability to, form and command the security operatives to protect her people without the military from the federal government. The country is mapped out for destruction, I swear. Now, the governor in January 2024, that was last year, set up the Community Protection Guard, CPG, also known as Karawa, to help in the fight against the banditry in the state. Mr. Shinkafi, during the TV program, said the Nigerian government halted an attack which would have resulted in the capture of the bandits leader and killing of his foot soldier. Are you hearing? I hope you are hearing. That why Kanu is in detention for asking to leave Nigeria. Nigeria government is protecting terrorists. This thing was said on a national television. As usual, Nigerian youth will not react. Nigerian youth will not react. It doesn't concern them. What they are interested is, fame, love, play. They don't think about their future. As far as they have money in their bank account, they are okay. So those who are talking are the people who are hungry. Okay, no problem. The security expert who hails from Zamfara State said during an operation, some village chiefs had deployed both Community Joint Task Force and CPG operatives to a forest in Shinkafi, local government area of the state, to battle Mr. Turji and his foot soldiers. As the fight continued, they were about to capture Turji. Many of his foot soldiers were killed in hundreds, but the federal government of Nigeria halted the fight against Turji and told the CJTF and CPJ to go back and settle at Shinkafi local government area, and that they, federal government, were going to use dialogue to settle with Turji, he narrated. Please, Nigerian government, stop killing your people. Stop killing your people. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense anymore. Now, the man said, if the government had allowed the civilian JTF to continue advancing to the bandits camp, I assure you Bello Turji could have been a history by now. So, out of the article, why is the government protecting these terrorists? Why is he protecting the terrorists? And I believe that the former governor is now the Minister of State Defense. I think he should be the one commanding all this. I am just a legend. He should be the one commanding all this. Now, let me read this last 3 paragraphs and stuff because the article is voluminous. Say, Mr. Shinkafi recorded that Mr. Turji later rejected the dialogue spearheaded by some community and religious leaders, insisting that he would not be part of the dialogue since the governor Dauda Lawal of Zamfara State was not involved. He did not, however, mention when the incident happened, but there are indications it happened between late 2024 and early 2025. Meanwhile, Governor Lawal has consistently maintained that he would not negotiate with the bandits. And that is my respect for the governor. Let me stop the article here. That is my respect for the governor. Dauda Lawal, as I do say before, I love the man, his boldness, his sincerity, how he exposed people sponsoring these terrorists. If we have that kind of governor, even in the southeast and everywhere, the sincerity against all the security and insecurity matters could have seen in light. But as far as I'm concerned, there is no light. We're already at the end of the tunnel, still no light. It is darkness forever. Anyway, let me know what you think about this ugly development that the Nigerian government halted the plans to eliminate the bandits later. Why Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention for asking to separate from Nigeria. And look at, they protect terrorists and they lie against innocent people that they are terrorists. Most people, they tell you they are terrorists in the southeast are not terrorists. They are just agitating that Nigeria is not compatible with them. And tell me, if we all are reasoning, someone came to national television to make this statement, if it is America, there will be a revolution. Everybody will be on the street. The president will resign. The defense minister will resign. The police, you will see resignation. But as far as I'm concerned, in Nigeria, do they even know what is going on? They don't know. If you come out to tell them, they will be telling you you'll be arrested. Foolish people. As if someone is afraid of anything. Is there anything you have not seen in Nigeria? Anyway, it is what it is. Let me know what you think. I'm Okochapi myself. I am a conflict reporter.